because I'm sure we all want to know what's in the box. Is that a clue? This is a menorah. It's vintage brass, probably about a $50 piece. The only question is, does it work? My toiletries are packed. Oh, I just need one more thing from the shower.
Hello everyone, it's Tiffany with Thrifting Vegas. I shop at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales and discount stores for items I can resell for profit on online platforms like eBay, Poshmark and OfferUp.
Will we find something you like? Come with me and let's go thrifting. We are headed up to Navajo Lake in the morning, and I'm excited because if you watched our last episode, I found a jacket for me and a lovely fleece for Chris. They washed up really, really nicely. They almost look brand new. So they'll be perfect for the cool mornings up at the lake. I'm going to pop them into the case. When I'm going on a trip, I like to lay everything out on the bed to make sure I've got what I need. Usually 2 of everything, a couple of sweatshirts, definitely pajamas, warm pajamas. It gets down into the 50s at night, even in the summer. I've got my brand new fishing jacket for early morning, plenty of tank tops, a couple of pairs of leggings. We've got shorts, my sun hat, and the undies. I've found that rolling my clothes really maximizes the use of space, and I can fit everything I need into this duffel bag. My toiletries are packed. Oh, I just need one more thing from the shower. My pink scrubby, and I think we're all set. It's early Sunday morning. We're all packed up. Everybody's here. The dogs are in the car. And we are headed up to Navajo Lake in Utah. And you are coming with us. Chris is driving. We got Miley. We got Jake. There's Rio. I'm not sure where Bear is. Bear, did we leave you?
Oh, he's laying down.
There he is. Bear. It's about a 3.5 hour drive up to the lake. We're going to stop at Deseret Industries in Cedar City on the way to do some thrifting. Let's go vacationing. Our first trip up to Navajo Lake was way back in 2018, and we loved it so much that we've actually been going every single year since that. This will be our 7th year, and some years, like this year, we actually end up going twice. It's such a relaxing getaway, and we go hiking, boating, fishing, we catch and cook. In recent years, I have metal detected and even looked for surface finds. I'm so excited that you're coming with us this time. It's going to be much more of a vlog style, and it's the first time I've done this type of video, so I'm really excited to share it with you, and I hope you feel like you're actually coming with us. Here's a map of our route. It's 2 hours and 58 minutes to our first stop, Deseret Industries thrift store in Cedar City, Utah. We're headed out of Vegas northeast on the 95, across the deserts of Nevada. We get to see the very northwest corner of Arizona, and up into Utah that has some of the most incredible rock formations that I've ever seen. The freeway goes right through the middle of them. We're pulling up to Cedar City in Utah. We're getting off the freeway in just a couple of miles, and then we will head up the hill about 30 minutes to Navajo Lake Lodge. Whenever we drive through Cedar City on our way to Navajo, I love to stop at the Deseret Industries. I always find lots of fun stuff, and if this is your first time joining us, you're not going to believe the selection they have here and the prices. Most things are $1, $2, or $3, and there's always so much to choose from. We're just turning the corner. Ahead of us is Walmart, and to the left of that is the massive Deseret Industries. Returning into the parking lot, there's the Deseret in front of us. Their sign is on the right hand side. Their flag is missing from the flagpole in the middle. Maybe it's the really high winds they've had here lately. But look at the size of this building. It's absolutely massive. They have tons of clothes, housewares, knickknacks, vintage, and a big area they call their yard area for overflow and larger pieces. It's all very exciting. Here we are. Let's go through the doors here. We will grab a cart and see what we can find. Let's go thrifting. Now, if you watch my channel, you're probably saying, where is your Thrifting Vegas blanket? You have to pop it in the cart. If you're new to my channel, my Thrifting Vegas blanket is a blanket that my late mum thrifted. She had it embroidered at both ends with Thrifting Vegas for me, and I love to use it on thrifting trips to line my cart and protect breakables from banging together and getting ruined. Now, I don't bring my blanket on camping trips like this because it's very precious to me and I don't want it to get dirty or lost or ruined. But here we are in the hard goods section, and I love these end caps. I find that the employees tend to put things that they feel are special or valuable little treasures here. This is a vintage spoon rest. Sadly, they don't sell ever so well for me, so I'm going to leave it for somebody else. Let's see. Oh, I thought this was the base to a fairy lamp, but it's actually a little vintage glass fruit cup. We've got a Halloween ceramic bag light there. I have some of those, I think, in my Halloween box. I'll have to bring those out into my haul after this shopping trip to show you. Let's see what else we can find. This plate is black forest fruits. It looks familiar. I think it's about a $10 piece, but plates just aren't my favorite. They do take a while to sell because they need just the right buyer to come along. This end cap is wood and signs. I love cookies. That's really fun. There's dreams, the flag, lots of little plaques. Around the corner is the seasonal aisle. Valentine's. Here's Mickey Mouse. If you can dream it, you can do it. Walt Disney said that. It does have quite a bit of damage to the edges, so that's why I'm going to leave it. There's a mouse. This is a vintage plaque. Cherokee Indian prayer. I don't think that would sell ever so quickly for me. Plaques and signs move quite slowly these days, so I'm only going to pick something up if it's really special. Like this piece. This is a lovely cross stitch. The lion and the lamb with a lovely little angel, sort of a 70s Hallmark style. That is gorgeous. Just a couple of dollars. Let's make that our first find. Thrift stores like Goodwill and Deseret Industries love to pile things up on their shelves, so you have to be willing to have a bit of a dig. What is that? Oh, it's a home plaque, do-it-yourself kit. This snowman is very 70s. country cottage style. He's also quite heavy, so I think we'll leave him. We've got canvases, a little box, lots of painted wood here. Another 70s style bear. If you are artsy, a great trick I learned is if you want to buy canvases for $1 or so from the thrift store, you can actually repaint them. Paint them white, and then you have an inexpensive canvas on which to create your art. This aisle seems to be all wood from here on down. Let's see. I don't want to miss anything. Sometimes things get put in the wrong place or popped back on the shelf if someone has a change of mind. These little birds are fun. They look like they had stakes in the bottom of them. They came off something else. They're really sweet. It's a Christmassy one. What else? Baggy back here. Little hanging sunflowers. I wonder what those came off. Almost looks like a sort of a spring calendar. Maybe had hooks on the side for different seasonal decor bits. There's a chicken. What else have we got? So many plaques. Jars, a little cornucopia. Oh, here's a cross. This is interesting. The angel looks like she has a broken part, though. That's a shame right there. Otherwise, a nice piece. Ooh, look at this jar. This is lovely. Oh, but again, it's got damage to the lid. Missing paint quite a bit of the way around. Somebody's project. I love the glaze on that, but with that damage, I will have to leave it as well. Some clogs, Dutch clogs here, individually priced, I think. Souvenir pieces. I'm not sure how well those would sell for me, so I think I will leave those as well. I'm also bearing in mind that I have to hold this on my lap all the way up the mountain and keep it safe for a few days while we are at the lake. Here's more of those little hangy things. I wish I could find the calendar or wood piece that they go on. Frames. I think this is almost like a shadow box. You pin things onto it. I wonder if it had glass on it at one time. Baskets. Thrift stores always have tons of baskets. Ooh, this snowman reminds me of a Halloween sign I have. It's a ghost and a pumpkin, metal. I'll have to bring that out because, believe it or not, the next big holiday is Halloween already. I can't believe how quickly that came around. These are African tribal style figurines. They're definitely contemporary. I have a few similar in my online store, thriftingvegas.com, in the ethnic and tribal collection. Let's see. These leaves look like they go to something. My brain always struggles when I find missing pieces or pieces are missing from something. It makes me so sad when things aren't kept together. Look at this fellow. Who knows what he is? He's definitely vintage and needs a good clean, but oh my goodness, he is fabulous. I am going to get him all fixed up and loaded up, and I'll show you exactly what he is for in my haul. I need to make sure he's wrapped up carefully so he doesn't get ruined. Something goes in there. I bet you don't know what it is. I'm so curious to know what those wooden leaves are from. They remind me of a vintage glass épergne that the trumpet vases fit into. So many of you loved the vintage hand-stitched quilt with the Disney characters and Pooh that Dad found in the last video that I have to have a peek in the linens. I love the colors and flowers on this quilt, but it's definitely modern and very well loved, quite faded. Let's make sure it doesn't fall on the floor. Lots of fleeces. This is a patchwork. Again, quite faded and very well loved. I think we'll leave that one. Yep, most of these, as you can see, have lost a lot of their vibrancy. That one is commercially produced, I think. So unfortunately, because of the condition of these, I'm going to have to leave them. That is a shame because I do love the colors on that one. I just don't see it selling in this condition. Here we are in the candles and collectibles. There's a big stack of taper candles here. I like to dig through these looking for vintage lucite candles. You know, the ones with the glitter inside. Those sell really, really well for me. Ooh, there's a little vase back here. This looks like somebody's project, but I love the colors. It's almost crystalline. Purples with blues. That is really unique. I think we will find a spot for that in the cart. There we go. What else can we find? Another project piece here. A little pottery trinket dish. It is a bit crude. I think we'll leave it. Bunny figurine, a unique glass with a little horseshoe on there. That looks almost like a wedding favor. Let's pop this up with its friends. Votive holders there.
Sorry.
Valentine's bits. Maybe there is more seasonal stuff here. Look at this guy. He looks Scandinavian to me, little wooden bird. I'll use a hairdryer to heat up the sticky tape and remove it just to make sure that it doesn't pull off any of the stipple paintwork. Lovely piece. It's only $2. Oh, look at this doll. This reminds me, when I was in my teens, I paid somebody to cut out wooden doll figures and I made the clothes and put the hair on and I sold them. This is lusterware. Does have some damage to the design in the middle. The holes are for chopsticks, I believe. Oh, her little pincushion basket is over the edge. There we go. Nightlight, candy cottage. I think that holds a votive. Got bathroom organizers, toothbrush holders. I think they are wheeling out new carts. This store brings out big blue bins of treasures, so we'll have to keep an eye out for new things going onto the shelves. Bunny napkin rings, more seasonal bits, and wedding favors, I think. Ooh, this is interesting. It's like a ceramic cathedral. Possibly a candle stand. Figurines, trophies. Quite like the look of this vase. Ooh, very lightweight and chipped, so we'll leave it. Christmas ornament. Satin ornament. I remember my grandparents had these. Probably only about a $6 to $8 piece though. Not much room for profit on that. This looks like a nesting doll, just the top of her though. Ooh, fabric pumpkin. I love these. Felt and velour, and it even has not a pipe cleaner, but a tendril around the top with a leaf. I love that. It's only $1, so let's pop that into the cart. It would look lovely in a fall decor on a mantle or something like that. Got ribbon, magnets, little cushions. That looks like it could go with an American Girl doll. So many different bits here. Flower hook. There's a chalkboard. Plates and coasters. Ooh, these are heavier than expected. There are 4 of them, but they do have some chipping around the edge. And coasters aren't selling ever so well for me. I do have a collection on my online store for coasters and serveware. And they just don't sell too well. Do you guys use coasters anymore? Not sure. This looks like an advent calendar. Sadly, the star is broken. That would come with little advent bits to hang on the hook every single day. There's a lid. Oh, let's pop this jar up here with its lid so it doesn't get separated or broken. What else? What else? Ribbons. Not really sure what that is. Christmas sleigh. We got bunnies. Ooh. Brand new tissue paper. This always comes in handy for wrapping shipments and birthday packages. I like to pop things into a birthday bag and then just put some tissue on top. And I always hope that the recipient will reuse the bag instead of throwing it out. Plaques and signs. So many things here. I know you told me before that plaques and signs aren't trendy anymore. And sadly, they all seem to end up at the thrift store. Lots of Easter eggs, bunnies here. Decor, very almost overwhelming the amount of treasures on these shelves. You really have to take your time and have a dig if you want to see everything. Snowman, lots and lots of figurines. Here's a camel. He is a candle holder. Super fun. Fall pumpkin. Really making sure I look at everything. High, low, front and back, digging through piles. Ooh, glad I did. Friends are the family we choose ourselves. That is lovely for $1. Super little piece. I love that. Let's pop that carefully on our tissue paper. These shelves are all Christmassy bits. Here's a little Kimple mold reindeer from the 70s, I believe. The big ones sell quite well for me. They usually come in pairs, although they are quite heavy. Because of that, I usually list them in my Poshmark store, where packages £5 and under ship for a customer paid flat rate of, I think it's about $8 now. So that's a really good option if you sell heavier items. Let's see, stocking holders, all sorts of decor, signs. Oh, look at this. St. Irma Walk. Why does that sound familiar to me? I think this, when I was in high school, I spent a lot of time in Long Beach on Naples Island. And I want to say, it might be a stretch, but I think this is a street on Naples Island in Long Beach. It sounds very familiar, and I just have to rescue it. I can't leave it behind. It's very, very sad. It would definitely end up in the landfill, because that's something that, well, somebody's address is very specific, and I don't think it would sell otherwise. It will be interesting to do some research on that. I believe sign. Another thing I am going to research is the lovely piece we found at Broadacres Market. It was a plaque made by Jeannie Dana, and we'll visit that later in the video. That is extremely unique and interesting. Let's see. Let's head out to Deseret Industries yard area. This is the room where they display their larger pieces of furniture, sports equipment, big picture frames, and around the outside, all sorts of other pieces that I'm thinking they don't have room for inside. It's quite well organized today. I am focused on this piece of pottery. How fun. It looks like somebody squeezed it all the way around. It's a lidded jar. The bottom is a little rocky there, but I think with some little felt feet, we could stabilize it easily. The color is fantastic. I love the greens. Very, very unique. Just a couple of dollars. Let's pop that carefully into our cart. Where there is one, there may be more. This is, oh, I'm wrong. I thought that was Varktersbach, but it's just an inexpensive, similar piece. Stripy jar, lots of mugs. The souvenir creamer from Washington, D.C. Lots of clear florist vases. Just looking over everything. Here's a vintage bowl that is flash painted. Unfortunately, it's wearing off. Of course, you could put it through a hot dishwasher, and most likely the flash paint would come off and you would be left with a nice clear vintage bowl. Love the color of this little dish. Nice blue. Not ever such good quality. Probably use that for trinkets, but I don't think it is food safe. More vases and jars. I'm not seeing anything jumping out at me, but I'm being careful to look at everything. Oh my goodness, packing supplies. If you're a reseller, you'll understand my excitement at finding packing paper. It's $4, 220 sheets. We resellers go through so much packing paper and boxes, and it's ever so expensive. You really have to think about that and plan for it when you are packing and shipping, because it can really dig into your profits if you're not careful. Somebody changed their mind on this leopard t-shirt. Let's slide it out of the way, because I'm sure we all want to know what's in the box. Is that a clue? It's a balloon dog. This checkered pattern really gives it a Mackenzie Childs vibe. It's only $2. That's fantastic. And I think that this is its box back here. So let's pop it back together. This is one of those pieces that would work really well for a minimalist. It would stand alone nicely on a mantle shelf or a coffee table with some really playful vibes. Miley's found some shirts here. Those are perfect for summer. Here we are in the metal section. More fun signs. I'm still looking out for something that could accommodate those little wooden sunflowers and birds and flowers. Something that yells, "Here I am!" Those are my pieces. It's a Santa tray. And also those carved wooden leaves. I just can't think what would those go to. Here's a divided dish. I love the fruits on that. Very, very heavy though, so I'm going to leave it. If I was to buy it, it would be something that would be perfect to list on Poshmark. I'm always excited to check out the lamp section of a thrift store, because you just never know when you're going to find a vintage or antique piece, or even a little fairy light. Those can go anywhere from $20 all the way up into the hundreds of dollars, depending on the maker and the style. Maybe it's UV reactive. Oh, that's quite nice colors. It's modern though. Sharp top. It's an electric plug-in lamp. Lots of shades up top. Flashlights. Some Scentsy type warmers. some neon. Let's make our way back into the main area of the store. We've got couches and love seats, as you can see. There's a row of purses here. But I don't think I remembered to check out the glassware and clear glasses, because that aisle was a little bit busy when we went through. Here you can see down every single aisle. I hope you feel like you are here thrifting along with me. We've got plastics and tumblers. Here we are in the glassware. And one thing that stands out to me is this green piece. It's optic swirl, lovely ruffle top. It's only $1. Lovely condition, no chips or cracks. It does need a good wash, but that will go straight into the cart. What's this blue piece? That is painted from the inside. Lots and lots of clear. Some Libby tumblers. Probably not too wise of me to pick up a lot of glass on this trip, considering we're going to be in a cabin for a few days. Let's check out the case here. Last time we were here, we found that lovely little vintage doll, the celluloid doll. Speaking of Eperons, that's a pottery one. Wouldn't hold those wooden leaves though. Some Asian decor, jewelry. Everything in here is priced up a bit, probably $10 or more. I'm doing my second go round the shelves as I do, and I had to show you this lovely vintage Frosty the Snowman. I believe he holds a candle, or you could perhaps feed a cord through him and make him into a nightlight. I'm not going to pick him up this time. We'll leave him for somebody else, but he is so cute. Something else large and breakable, but this one I am going to get. I've got several trivets that need a cloche, and this one is so unique with that design around the top. That is going into our cart. This is a menorah. It's vintage brass, probably about a $50 piece. The only question is, does it work? I just popped into a different Deseret to look for a suit for Jake for an upcoming wedding, and I'm so glad I did. Let's plug it in. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic. All the bulbs work. I didn't find a suit for Jake, but this is better. We've covered all of the shelves and we're ready to start our vacation. Come with us to Navajo Lake. It's extremely unique, and the artist does have a website, so I'm very tempted to rescue it. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. We have amazing seats. So I requested Greek food for my birthday and put Chris in charge. And here we go with a rundown of the top 5 best-selling items from my last haul. Coming in at number 5, the beautiful Swedish Orifors Flying Saucer Crystal Candle Holder. I paid $5 for it, and I sold it for $25. At number 4, the Turned Wood Vase. I think it is a beautiful piece of aspen. I paid $5 for it, and I sold it for $36. In the number 3 slot, the beautiful Tunisian tile inlaid in a round of wood. I paid $5 for it, and I sold it for $38. If you missed the last episode where I added a little cutting board oil to it to bring the wood back to life, do go back and watch. You won't believe the difference that it made. At number 2, the stunning Oregon Coast Taft glass candle holder, beautiful water lily pattern. I paid just $5 for it, and I sold it for $48. And at number 1, the best-selling item from my last haul was the Lennox Prince of Jewels Bejeweled Froggy figurine. Absolutely fantastic. I paid $5 for him, and I sold him for $60. Here on my table is everything we found at the Cedar City Deseret Industries. I'm so excited to show you this. This little Scandinavian style bird we found is actually a little tea light candle holder. It fits in his wing. When you're not using it, you can close it up. And then I'm assuming when you want to light it, you just take the whole thing out. It's so cute, so fun. I did clean him up a bit because he was a bit manky and dusty. I paid $2 for him, and I am asking $18. Next, we have our lovely lion and lamb cross stitch. Absolutely gorgeous. The lamb has little knots in his mane fleece. So cute. It's in a red frame. I am asking $28. The little balloon dog. He's made of resin. He's in black and white checks. Super duper fun. Quite weighty. He's nice quality. Little felt pads on the base so he doesn't scratch. I'm asking $24 on him. This is the cloche lid I found, and in the next episode we are going to try it over a couple of tile trivets that I have stashed away waiting for a glass cloche. So fingers crossed one of them will have a new cloche. Moving on over here, we have our lovely little hanging plaque. Friends are the family we choose for ourselves. It's perfect next to a doorway or in a guest room. I am asking $12 on the little ceramic plaque. The fabric pumpkin. I actually curled the tendril around a pencil to make it pumpkin-like and strained out the leaf. Look how fun this is. Absolutely lovely. All different fabrics. I paid $1 for it. I am asking $12. I had this similar piece, and finding the pumpkin made me think of this. Either a pine cone or I'm not sure what it could be. Maybe it looks like an asparagus to me, but it's little fabric squares all pinned onto, I believe it's a polystyrene piece. Really fall themed. Looks lovely with the pumpkin and with the vase. Look at this vase. It is vintage. It is optic swirl, ruffle top, fantastic. I did give it a good wash because it was yucky and manky inside. I paid $1.50 for it. I am asking $14. That noise over there is Bear drinking. If you can see. That's ever so loud. One of the dogs is drinking. Oh, and if you want to know why there's a chair over there, Jake brought his Xbox down to play, and I told him he could leave it down here.
If
for
you
the
watched my
weekend.
video from
Let's move
Broadacres
on to our
Marketplace, you'll
lovely
remember
little
this piece.
purple bud
The
vase
sculptural
with the
wall
blue
plaque
speckles.
featuring Shakespeare,
I
Van
really love
Gogh
this
and
colourway.
Einstein. Now,
So
unfortunately,
gorgeous
it was
and
damaged to the
unique.
front and
It's not
cracked on the
signed,
back, but it did
unfortunately.
have the
It's,
artist information.
It was
Jeannie
$1.50
Dana,
at Deseret.
Paper
I am
and Stone
asking
Studios out of
$18.
Sky Valley, California.
Another vessel here, completely different.
I
This
found
one
their
is
website
pottery.
really
It's a
easily
very unique
online. It was the
jar.
first
I love
thing
the way
that
it looks
came
like it's
up.
been
And when I clicked
swished.
on it, I found that they are a
Show you
husband and wife
inside.
team. The website is
nice
lovely,
lid,
showcasing their
unfinished
fabulous work.
inside.
And it does say
There
they're
is the
made to
bottom. It
last
could
for
really
hundreds
use
of years.
some
So I
felt
decided to
pads,
click on the
or
contact
a
form
felt circle
and
on the
reach
bottom.
out to them.
I paid $3 for it.
I filled out their
And
contact
I am
form and I'm
asking
sending them the following message.
$28.
Hi, Jeannie and Dana. I was lucky enough to be
Here
able
is
to purchase
our
one of your amazing
duck.
creations at
And if
Broadacres
you haven't
Marketplace
guessed by
in Las
now,
Vegas,
he is a
Nevada last
sewing
weekend.
caddy.
It features
I've got
faces
some,
including
pins
Shakespeare,
and a needle
Van
in there.
Gogh, and
And
Einstein.
after the haul, I am going to
Unfortunately,
dress
it is
him all
damaged,
up.
with the piece missing
and
at the
show
top
you him
front near
again.
the wire hanger and
I'm
a crack
asking
to the back.
$48.
I
in
was
this
hoping that I
condition,
could
just
send
like
it to
this,
you and have
on
you
the
repair it for
sewing
me.
caddy
I
duck.
have a
It has
YouTube channel,
drawer,
Thrifting Vegas,
see.
with over
And just wait
111,000
and see
subscribers.
how
And I
he
am
looks
so
when he's
impressed by
all,
your unique
stocked
pieces
up.
that I am featuring this story
is
and
our
sharing your
house
information
sign,
in the hopes that I can
55688
bring you
Irma
more
Wall.
business.
I was
I look
right.
forward to hearing
This
from you.
address is
Tiffany.
on Naples Island in Long Beach, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It's quite the conversation piece. If anybody's interested in purchasing this, shoot me an offer. I was thinking about sending a little letter and a picture to this address, just seeing if they would be interested in having it. But of course, they may be the people that donated it in the first place. So I'm in a bit of a quandary. Any comments and suggestions you have, I would really appreciate. Let me know what you think I should do on that. Let's move over here to a couple of pieces I mentioned after seeing pieces at the thrift store. First is our scarecrow. He is a ceramic bag. He really reminds me of Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz. Absolutely lovely. You can put a plant in him or a flicker candle maybe. He could be a candy jar. Any number of uses. Pencils and pens. He is $22. And he has friends. All these little bags are perfect for taper candles or tea light candles, flicker candles. You can put them up your stairs, on your walkway, up to your house or your apartment. I am asking $18 on all 6. So 6 for $18. This is the little metal sign I was reminded of when I saw that snowman. It's a ghost and a happy little pumpkin. It is metal. The ghost has little holes in his hands for hanging. I'm asking $14 on this piece. Let me show you the back. Ooh, that came from Deseret as well a while back. Look at that. And over here we have some faux candles. They are, I don't know if they're lucite. They're either plastic or resin maybe, but they don't have a wick. They're just meant for display. They're beautiful orange color. They look fantastic for fall or Halloween. I'm asking $25 on those. And last but not least, way at the back here is our menorah. I have an extension cord at the ready. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. Oh, look at that. It's absolutely fantastic. The base is brass in lovely condition. Lions there. As you can see, all of the bulbs are working. We've got blue and orange and red in the middle. I am asking $65 on the electric menorah. If you see something you would like to purchase, please send me an email. It's thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Please include your name, your address, the item you're interested in, and your offer. I do receive many offers on many of the items, so please feel free to offer a few dollars over my asking price to give yourself the best chance at purchasing the item. Do stay tuned. We are going to dress up the sewing caddy duck, and I have some fun footage. We celebrated my birthday last month with all sorts of fun things. Just wait and see. And also, I reached out to the maker of the beautiful wall plaque with all the faces that so many of you asked about from Broadacres Marketplace. I didn't mention it at the end of the last haul, but today we will see what happened with that.
My birthday week started out with Jake's football practice, which he absolutely loves.
Go. Go. All right. Oh, go ahead, Christian. Take it to the back. Don't turn your bodies. Don't twist your bodies. Push him, Jake. Pump your feet. Pump it. Pump it. Go ahead. They're going to fight to the end. Pump it, pump it, pump it. Push him, Jake. Christian, you going back, Christian. Pump it, Jake. Get him, get him, get him. He's tired. He's tired. He's tired. He's tired.
Another incredible Vegas sunset. We're headed out to the Las Vegas Aviators baseball game, and look at that sunset.
Decided on hamburgers. Miley and I are getting the smash burger. They cook them right here for us. You can see the field over here, and they're just getting ready for the first pitch. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. We have amazing seats. Chris and Jake are getting hot dogs and they're not back yet. So let's get into our seats.
En la Copa de la Diversión. Tonight's Pacific Coast League matchup features the visiting Reno Aces, AAA affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Sir, you're not on first base.
So I requested Greek food for my birthday and put Chris in charge, and he, as always, went crazy because he's amazing. And we have hummus kit and falafel and salad and hero meat and chicken, tzatziki hummus. It looks incredible, and we are going to dig in. Happy birthday, me.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
dear mommy. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Oh, now it starts sparkling.
If you watched my video from Broadacres Marketplace, you'll remember this piece. The sculptural wall plaque featuring Shakespeare, Van Gogh and Einstein. Now, unfortunately, it was damaged to the front and cracked on the back, but it did have the artist information. Jeannie Dana Paper and Stone Studios out of Sky Valley, California.
I thought I would give you just a sneak peek at it and show you the damage. First, we have this part up here by the wire. A whole chunk is missing, and there's another little chunk at the base here and here that's missing. And then if we very carefully flip it over, you will see that there is a crack down the whole width of the piece, and that does compromise its integrity. It does wiggle back and forth.
I found their website really easily online. It was the first thing that came up, and when I clicked on it, I found that they are a husband and wife team. The website is lovely, showcasing their fabulous work. And it does say they're made to last for hundreds of years. So I decided to click on the contact form and reach out to them. I filled out their contact form and I'm sending them the following message. Hi, Jeannie and Dana. I was lucky enough to be able to purchase one of your amazing creations at Broadacres Marketplace in Las Vegas, Nevada last weekend. It features faces including Shakespeare, Van Gogh, and Einstein. Unfortunately, it is damaged, with a piece missing at the top front near the wire hanger and a crack to the back. I was hoping that I could send it to you and have you repair it for me. I have a YouTube channel, Thrifting Vegas, with over 111,000 subscribers, and I am so impressed by your unique pieces that I am featuring this story and sharing your information in the hopes that I can bring you more business. I look forward to hearing from you. Tiffany. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they respond. Tune in next week to find out. Here's our vintage duck sewing caddy. I've loaded him up with vintage thread on both sides and popped some smaller spools into the drawer with a button fastener. He is absolutely fantastic. His wings are little pin cushions. I put a couple of pins in here to show you. I'm not really sure what this dowel on his back is for. It doesn't fit a regular spool of thread. It's just a little bit too large. So if anybody knows what that is for, please leave me a comment. I am asking $48 for him. And one final touch. Let's give him a beak.
I'm doing some editing. Ziggy is helping. Bear is here with Rio, and Bandit is up here on the chair. Let's go see him. Here's Bandit. Rio's checking on him. Is he alright, Ree? Okay. Just having a rest.